Hello, trading has closed on December 19th, 2017. Had a few calls yesterday. We said unless we gapped up and promptly took out these highs, lower prices should print, which they did. We looked for a pattern with an early low and a late high. I believe that's what this is. We said unless we had a strong move down in the first hour or so, prices should rally throughout the day. Well, clearly there was no rally throughout the day. So is this a big move down in the first hour or so? Well, I never defined a big move down, so you could call this a win, a loss, or a no decision. It's kind of wishy-washy to me. During the day, MEJT properly said this rally was false, we'd retrace. Said that drop was false, we'd retrace. Said that would retrace because it was too soon, came back, and there's the target. Says the whole move down is false, gives us a target of 2688.90. Most likely to print by early Thursday. And unless we gap down sharply tomorrow morning, that's my call. I have mixed indicators here. December 18th, this high is one of my dates. But as I say, I don't know if this is going to work or not. If that holds, that's a pretty good call. We also have a market that usually closes near the high, closes near the low instead. It's very negative unless it's invalidated by gapping up and promptly taking out this high. So those are all negative things. What's positive is we have a higher MEJT target by early Thursday. We also have a gap over very strong resistance, dropping 2 days with an inability to close the gap. So that's positive. Because of the positive and negative indicators, most likely thing is we gap and promptly trade outside today's range. Next most likely is we close a little change Wednesday, make the move on Thursday. Futures are already up. We've been dropping 2 days without being able to close the gap. I think gapping over this high, or at least gapping up and moving over it promptly, isn't required, but I think it's a very likely scenario for tomorrow. Tomorrow's pattern should be the one with the early low. Because of this gap up yesterday, I can get targets that make sense at levels much higher than I could previously, because we've gone past significant resistance. I can get targets that make sense even up in the 2870 area, but obviously that's not going to happen tomorrow. So for tomorrow, most likely is we gap outside the day's range, and I think based on the MEJT target, the inability to close the gap, and futures, there's a good chance we gap over this high, even though it's not absolutely required. And that's today's call.